Alright, how to make kingfish, the release clip rig. 3-way swivel, a cork just so you can see it better, a fish finder rig weight just to let the line slide better. It's easier to throw on, but you could use a snap swivel. Then you need an 8 anchor, anywhere from 1 to 4 ounces. I'm using 3 ounces, using large bluefish for bait. A paper clip and a few beads. I'm using large and small beads, but you only need whatever. And hard wire. Just kingfish hard wire, doesn't matter. You get in a roll like this, and this off-brand wire is cheaper. And these are all cheap equipment. But all you're gonna want to do is first unfold your paper clip straight like that. Just unfold it straight. Just have it ready. What you're gonna do is take your first piece of hard wire and cut it about a foot, 8 inches to a foot. And you're gonna want to do a haywire twist to one side of your 3-way by just taking it, doing the first wrap with your finger, and I found it easiest to just hold it with the pair of pliers and then wrap it, and you'll see we do this a lot. You can crimp it with 7-strand wire or 47-strand wire, but if you're using the common cheap hard wire like me, do a haywire twist by doing a few wraps and then doing a few wraps over it. Keep that nice tight, and you can to cut it, you can either use a pair of wire cutters, or I just use the needle nose cutters. And just cut it as close as you can so you don't poke yourself. Alright, like that. Then you want to slide on 2 beads. I'm using the large beads, and I'm using all red beads. Doesn't really matter, but then I'm going to slide on my egg sinker. And the reason why the beads not only to make it look neater, which it does, but it also protects the haywire twists. So you're going to slide on both of those, one on each side, like that. Then you're going to do another haywire twist on the other side. It's the exact same thing. I get as close to the beads as I can, so they don't have a lot of room to slide. Just start with a few wraps. The same thing, hold it. And for this, I just wrap it over itself. I've never had one break, so I wouldn't worry about it. Alright. Then you're gonna want to, with that, cut your tag in. I wouldn't worry about your tag in being too close there. Just like that. And that's your first part of the rig. Now for your release part, you're gonna want to take your paper clip, after showing out, went about halfway, and do one wrap like that. Alright, it doesn't matter how perfectly straight it is, because you can always cut it at the end. Go through your haywire twist on the opposite end of your 3-way swivel, slide it on there. Hold your paper clip, and do a few twists, 1, 2 twists, don't matter. And then you just want to cut it so it's close to straight. Alright, that's close enough. Alright. Next, you want to take your another piece of haywire, about the same size. Maybe you can make it all the way up to 18 inches, but I keep the same thing. And about a foot long. Do another haywire twist on one of the other sides of your 3-way swivel. And I use a large 3-way swivel. It's stronger if you get a kingfish, tarpon, or a large fish. And plus it is easier not to tangle it. Alright? And there's no reason why not to. With all these beads and whatnot, the fish better not be startled by a swivel. Alright? Your haywire twist, that's just a few wraps. You cut it again. Then you go inside in your cork. Alright? But you use any kind of cork really. This is just the only one I had on me. Alright. I don't know how you just slide these on, never used them before. But it's just a normal cork bobber. Sell them in wood. Normally they sell the normal circle ones like everyone's seen. And then you can slide on, actually I forgot, you can slide on a bead on each side, which is not necessary, but I like to have it more flash, and just keep everything neat and nice. Alright, no reason why not to. Beads are not expensive, and they just don't cause any problems. Alright, you want to do another haywire twist. This one does not have to be any closer, because I would not worry about your bobber sliding around. Shouldn't do any damage. Do another small haywire twist. You want these to be nicely wrapped, and this is pretty much a tangle-free rig. It is good for using off boats, but I use it off a pier when you're using 2 rods, an anchor rod, and a fighting pole. Next, you either take a normal snap swivel, or you take one of these clips and these slide better. All you're going to want to do is hold your 2 paper clips straight, slide it on there, and then you're going to want to bend them out. Not all the way to a T unless you're using very thin wire like that hard wire, like this, and you can affect the tension from how straight or loose it is, and you're going to want to pull out when the fish hits, so you're not on your anchor pull. I have another video on using my anchor pull, and what you're going to do now is you're going to attach this to your fighting rod, this loop. You can either put a swivel in there, or you can just attach it right away, but if you're going to attach it right away, I would advise you to use chafing protection. And your other way is going to go to your King rig. They sell these rigs, or you can make them yourselves. I'm not going to show you how to make them. If you really need to show that, just comment on the video, and I will show you. But I use anywhere from 2 to 3, 4 treble hooks, depending on your bait. This is a nice one for about a 12-inch mullet, and you're going to want to use anywhere from 4 to 6 feet of wire with a bead in between, and you're going to want your snap swivel. So you can snap that right onto the other end of your 3-way swivel. Snap it right on there, and you'll be good to go. Alright, if I can get that on there. Alright, so it should be nicely, this will be in your anchor pull. When that fish hits, hopefully it'll snap it right off like that. And you should be good to go. Alright, thank you for watching.